One of the most common uh, methods of compensating children or family members for their injuries is the award of what they call an annuity. They'll take care of future medical costs, expenses, and care, and it's specific to that individual. So if you win a compensated award, a damage award, you can get paid a lump sum money, maybe a couple 100,000, up to 250,000 for pain and suffering, plus unreimbursed medical expenses that you've already incurred. So that might be 250, $400,000. But you require a lot of money for the rest of your life to provide the medical care because of this damage award. This could be $1 million annuity, could be $6, $7, $8, $9 million annuity, depending on the severity and depending on your future needs. People think that's good enough. Well, here's the problem with it. This is what we don't know, and we're probably kicking the can down the road and relying on it, is that these annuities are actually contracts with private insurance companies. They're purchased at what we call present value with an established growth that's got to require at least 4% or 5% annual growth, guaranteed. But these annuities are not guaranteed to the family. If we have an economic downturn like we saw in 2008 and 2009, there were some problems with a lot of families receiving their funding appropriately, their monthly stipends or their checks on that. The federal government does not guarantee this annuity, much like if you deposit money into a bank, you have a federal agency that will back that or support that and guarantee that deposit. Doesn't happen this way. These are insurance companies that have to have certain types of ratings and capitalization, but if something happens to them, these families are out. The other thing is, problem with these annuities is only a few select companies that are actually doing what we call structured settlements. A lot of the insurance companies are getting out of this business because it's risky to them. They're banking on the fact when they purchase this annuity, they're banking on that family member, that injured party, will not live to the expected life expectancy. That's what they're banking on to make their profit. Because they're purchasing a contract, they're looking at the expenses over the next 40, 50, 60, 70 years, and they're banking on that person doesn't survive. That's how they're projecting their profit on that. If they go out of business, then that's a problem there. The other issue is that there's only one or two agents that our government uses to place these annuities out into the private sector. And this is a controversy with these annuity brokers who are making millions of dollars off the backs of these injured families. The commissions that are being paid to these brokers are just astronomical. So we have to look at this program carefully. No one really knows the total dollar amount of annuities that are in force. My FOIA's Freedom of Information Act requests to HHS and to HRSA have come back ignored. They will not respond to my request as far as how many dollars are actually out there in force. It's very difficult to find out. They used to be announced in these decisions, but somewhere in the about 10 years ago, they started taking away because of privacy concerns. I can understand that. So you don't want to have, scam artists knowing, hey, that person got $7 million like this, and they would get hounded. But we need to know, I would love to know how much we have out there in force. One, our federal government's not on the hook. The families are. Two, the division HRSA is based in Bethesda, Maryland. So the taxpayers of Maryland have created a special fund to help cover some amount of annuities that are being awarded out there. But if this company goes out of business, well, then what do we do? I mean, these families are going to be the ones hurt again.